Good morning and welcome to Our Town here on Hometown Radio 103.7 FM and 1340 WAGN. It is that sweetest time of year. Girl Scout troops around the country have begun their annual cookie sales effort. I'm going to be learning about those delectable treats and what they mean for local Girl Scout troops on today's show. With me this morning, Melissa Loest. She's with the Girl Scouts of the Northwestern Great Lakes. Welcome to the show. You're joining us over the phone. You hear me okay there today, Melissa?
Yeah, I do. Thanks for having me.
Excellent. Thank you for being on the show here this morning. Of course, Girl Scouts of the Northwestern Great Lakes. Can you tell me, first off, a little bit about your organization? I understand you're working really with northern Wisconsin and upper Michigan.
Yeah, we do. We serve 58 counties in northern Wisconsin and the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. We have over 15,000 members, over 6,000 volunteers, and over 2,000 troops in the communities that we serve. We're excited to be working with all of the Girl Scouts in northern Wisconsin.
And, of course, plenty of local Girl Scout troops included in that area that you're working with.
Yeah, I was just looking, and I think there's there's like 30 in the greater area, the Menominee, Marinette area, so that's really exciting how many troops we have up there.
Excellent, and plenty of Girl Scouts in those troops, of course, too, as well. As we said, there's numerous folks just throughout your service area.
Yeah, no, we have a lot of girls up there, and it's really exciting to see the girls out in our community doing good things, doing community service projects, getting involved, and that's a big part of Girl Scouting. So I'm hoping you're going to see all those girls around doing lots of amazing things in your community.
Oh, we already have. We've actually noticed a few of them coming through, even the radio stations here, working on those cookie sales already here this year, so it's excellent.
That's amazing.
Can you tell me a little bit about who are the Girl Scouts? Who are these scouts that end up joining the organization?
All of the girls who join our group are between kindergarten and 12th grade. The girls who join tend to be girls who want to help their community, make friends, have fun, and the girls who join Girl Scouts get to experience the Girl Scout leadership experience, which what that does is it teaches girls skills today that they can use forever, and that includes our Girl Scout cookie program as well, which we can talk about later. So girls who join Girl Scouts will work on badges like they traditionally did. The badges have changed a little bit. You know, we have to move forward with the times, but girls will learn things like hiking, photography, painting. They'll learn about the Girl Scout promise and law. They'll do all of those sort of things through Girl Scouting, as well as what they want to do. A big part of the Girl Scout leadership experience is that it is girl-led. We ask the girls what they want to do, and then we do it. So if the girls in your troop are really outdoorsy and they want to spend all the time in the woods, that's what we do. Or if they prefer to be indoors doing arts and culture projects, we do that. If they want to do a mix of all of it and do some exercise, fitness activities, we'll do that as well. We really want the girls to take the lead and really make the decisions about what they want to do in Girl Scouting.
What does a girl or a parent need to do to get their girl involved in the Girl Scouts?
All they would need to do is contact our office, or they can register directly online. To contact our office, you can call 888-747-6945, and we will direct you to a staff member in your area that will help you get involved. Also, you can log on to our website, which is gsnwgl.org, and right at the top of the screen, you'll see a big button that says Join. You can just join that way and then contact us to get involved in a troop. Girls can join Girl Scouts at any time of the year. I think there's a misconception that you have to join Girl Scouting in the fall, like at the beginning of the school year, and that's just not true. You can sign up any time of the year that your daughter expresses an interest in joining Girl Scouting.
All right, Melissa, can I put you on the spot here? I'm curious, were you a Girl Scout?
I was. This is actually my 21st year as a Girl Scout. I started when I was 8, and For me, I was in a brownie and a junior troop, and then as I got older, I stayed involved, but I was what we call a Juliet, so an individual Girl Scout, and just because there was no troop for me. And I stayed involved through camp. I went to Girl Scout camp every summer from when I was 9 years old, sleepaway camp, from when I was 9 years old until I was a counselor there in my late teens and early 20s.
What's the experience meant for you then, as you've even gotten older?
For me, when I was 13, we moved to a small town. I had lived in a larger community for most of my life, and for me, it was a means of like staying connected and having friends and feeling involved in my community. And my Girl Scouting friends from camp especially made me feel better during that transition to a new community. 13 is a tough age, and then moving at that age in your life is even tougher. And so Girl Scouting really represented friendships that I didn't have to lose because I was involved in Girl Scouting, and the new friendships I could form in the new community I moved to.
Oh, how wonderful. And of course, too, as we've been talking here, obviously parental involvement is also part of the Girl Scout experience, and Girl Scouts even looking for volunteers from time to time, it sounds like.
Yeah, we always are looking for volunteers. I know most troop leaders who are currently leading troops would always like more help, and then we always need parents to lead troops as well, especially when we're starting new troops for our kindergartners or new troops in each grade. We do need parent involvement to be the troop leader, to be the cookie person, to help out and plan activities and events, to drive girls places. Volunteerism is something that is very important to Girl Scouting. I mean, I know firsthand my junior troop was going to disband when I was a child, and my dad stepped up and was the troop leader just so we wouldn't lose the troop. At the end of the day, we need just as many adults getting involved with Girl Scouting as girls, because the more adults, the more the girls can do.
Of course, Girl Scouts, as you had mentioned, teaching some great skills, especially those leadership skills to girls across the nation. The big thing, of course, right now with the Girl Scouts, as you have noticed, it is cookie time. We want to talk about those Girl Scout cookies and the sales and how to get you hooked up with a box of your very own when we come back here on Our Town, here on Hometown Radio, 103.7 FM and 1340 WAGN. My guest today joining me over the phone, Melissa Loest. She's with the Girl Scouts of the Northwestern Great Lakes. Stick around. Welcome back to Our Town here on Hometown Radio, 103.7 FM and 1340 WAGN. I'm Ken Connors, talking cookies today. It is Girl Scout cookie time. Those cookies are, of course, going on sale throughout the nation, of course, right here in the M&M area. Melissa Loest with the Girl Scouts of the Northwestern Great Lakes is joining me over the phone here this morning. Let's talk about those cookies and how to get your hands on them here during this time of year. Melissa, safe to say that really the cookie sale is sort of the highest profile activity for Girl Scouts annually?
It definitely is the program that everyone knows. When you say Girl Scout cookie, when you say Girl Scout cookies, that's the number one thing you think of when you think of Girl Scouts. The Girl Scout cookie program is a very high profile program, but what most people don't know about it is that it is the world's largest girl-led business, and it is an acclaimed financial literacy program. So what that means is the Girl Scout cookie program is designed that the girls, it's a fundraiser, but it's also designed that the girls learn 5 key skills that they can use for the rest of their lives. So the skills include goal setting, decision making, money management, people skills, and business ethics. And so as the girls are going out in their community and introducing themselves and asking people if they'd like to buy Girl Scout cookies, they're really learning valuable people skills that they can use not just today, but throughout the rest of their lives. That idea of going out there and saying, hi, this is who I am, this is, what I'm doing. Or goal setting. A lot of the girls in their communities set goals for why they want to sell Girl Scout cookies and how many they need to sell to attain that goal. In decision making, deciding how they want to sell cookies. Do they want to do are they going to do just the door-to-door sale? Or are they going to do the booth sale portion of it where they go in front of grocery stores? I mean, there are so many things that girls do through the Girl Scout cookie program where they're learning things that most of us don't even think of coming from that Girl Scout cookie program.
With this being really the highest profile activity then for the Girl Scouts, how does it rank in terms of fundraising? Is it one of the biggest, if not the biggest fundraiser for Girl Scouts?
It is our largest fundraiser every year. We offer two major fundraisers. We have the Girl Scout cookie program, of course, and then we have our fall product program, which is selling nuts and candies and magazines. And so for us, this is our largest fundraiser. The girls get to, all of the money raised through the Girl Scout cookie program stays local. A portion of it will come back to the Girl Scout troops individually. Another portion of it will be used for things like recognitions and cookie dough. So by selling, girls will earn recognitions throughout the way. Some of those include stuffed animals and backpacks and things. And then we offer cookie dough, which are basically council bucks that they can use to come to our events. And then some of the money, other than the money that goes to pay the baker, comes back to our council to provide events and services for our leaders, to offer our Girl Scout camping experiences. And, I mean, so all of the money that comes through that Girl Scout cookie program really does come back and affect the community.
Oh, excellent. It's great to hear that those funds stay local, of course, with all the local girls that'll be out there with their troops doing the cookie effort here. And this goes on until, is it April, as I understand it?
Yep, April 5th is the last day of the cookie sale. Currently, girls are doing their door-to-door selling. Once door-to-door selling ends, girls will continue to be able to sell using an order card, but cookies will be delivered in early March. And then after that, people will be doing cookie booths. And so what a cookie booth is when you see Girl Scouts at your local grocery store with cookies on a table, that is a Girl Scout cookie booth. And it's a direct sale. So that way the girls will have the cookies in hand, and you will pay, and then you will get your cookies right away as you leave the grocery store or Goodwill or wherever you are.
Can we talk a little bit about the cookies? Of course, there are always several varieties that folks are going to be familiar with, but you even have some new options this year, it sounds like.
We do. We have all of your favorites are back, of course, the Thin Mints, the Peanut Butter Patties, the Caramel Delights, and all of those cookies are still $3.50 a box. But our new cookie this year is the gluten-free trio. It is a peanut butter, chocolate chip, oatmeal cookie. They actually come in a bag this year because they are 100% gluten-free. They're made using gluten-free oats. They are delicious. I had quite a few. And those are $5 a bag because they are gluten-free.
Oh, that's awesome.
This is the cookie baker tried a gluten-free cookie last year, a pilot with a couple of councils. We didn't opt in, but they were such a success that this year they rolled it out nationwide so that there's a gluten-free cookie available. The one other thing I'd want to mention with that gluten-free cookie is that it is not available currently in our sale. It will only be available during the direct sale, so during those cookie booths. So if you are looking for a gluten-free cookie, you'll have to contact troops during that direct sale portion of the sale.
So let's talk about how folks can get themselves a box, 2, 3, a dozen of the Girl Scout cookies. How do folks end up ordering?
Yeah, there are two ways to get in touch with a local girl. The Girl Scout cookie sale is girl-led. The girls are always the ones who are going out and making the sale. So the first way you can get in touch with a girl is, so if you don't know anyone, you can call our cookie hotline at 1-800-246-4171. And what you'll do is you'll give your contact information to one of our staff members, and they will get that out to a girl in your area to contact you. The other way you can get Girl Scout cookies is during our cookie booth portion. You can log on to girlscoutcookies.org and enter your zip code, and it will list every cookie booth happening in your area, so you can pick and choose, where you're going that day.
And again, it's really going to be through those cookie booths that you come into the new variety, the gluten-free option that you have out there, too. That's one of the best ways to get in touch with that. Cool. And again, that's also very interesting, too. Folks are going to be familiar with bumping into a Girl Scout and signing up to buy some boxes of cookies. But even if you order there through the number, you'll still be put in touch with one of those local Girl Scouts that'll be able to assist you with this. So it will stay local.
Yeah, I mean, that is the big goal for us, is that the sale itself is local and it is girl led. We want the girls to really take the lead with this, because the way you learn those 5 skills, the way you get involved in your community, the way you really participate in Girl Scouts is being out there in your community, meeting community members, and helping the community. I mean, that's really the biggest part of it for us, is we want girls to be out there physically participating in the Girl Scout cookie program. We don't want just someone here at our office taking your order down. It's not the same. You want that girl to have that experience of going out and talking to someone.
Excellent. Of course, the Girl Scout Cookie Drive underway right now, and it looks like it's going to be running into April here, too. Of course, everybody has their favorite cookie. Maybe we'll talk a little bit more about that when we come back here on Our Town. My guest today, Melissa Loest. She's with the Girl Scouts of the Northwestern Great Lakes, and we are talking about that annual Girl Scout cookie effort going on now. Stick around. You've got it on Our Town, Hometown Radio, 103.7 FM and 1340 WAGN. And welcome back to Our Town here on Hometown Radio, 103.7 FM and 1340 WAGN. My guest today, Melissa Loest, with the Girl Scouts of the Northwestern Great Lakes, talking about Girl Scout cookies. It is that time of year. Melissa, wanted to ask you, can you give me an idea, why do the Girl Scouts sell these cookies? I understand that they help out with a lot of activities, of course, for the Girl Scouts throughout the year.
Yeah, Girl Scouts really use the Girl Scout cookie program to achieve their goals, whatever their goals may be. A lot of girls in our area use that money to do community service projects. A lot of people are surprised to hear that when girls are asked what their favorite activities in Girl Scouting are, community service always makes its way into the top 5. Girls really like working with their community and making a difference and helping people. So community service, and the projects range from large-scale projects. I know of a troop working on creating a walking path along the main road in their town because there are no sidewalks. And then there are troops who do things like go and help out at the Humane Society and donate food and litter and things like that. And then they go in and walk the dogs and pet the cats and all of that. Or groups do tie blanket drives for nursing homes. There's just a lot of different things girls, whatever they're interested in, really, in helping the community. A lot of other things that they do are fun stuff. So they like to go to camp. We have 2 main camps in our area, as well as we have a camp in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan called Camp Nesbitt's Summer Thing. So girls attend that quite a bit. And these camps range with activities from hardcore outdoors activities like 3 or 4 day hikes and camping trips to fun programs right at camp. I know we have one fun one at Nesbitt, which is about building forts. So that looks like a lot of fun for me. I would have enjoyed that as a kid. And then we offer overnight camp as well at our main camp, Camp Birch Trails, which is in Irma, Wisconsin. And girls can do, like I said, anything ranging from hardcore adventure camping to spa weeks at camp. I mean, we order something for everyone. The other stuff that they do, we have one big trip coming up this year. The council has organized a Grand Canyon trip for girls, so they will get to go to the Grand Canyon as well as lots of other places in the American Southwest. And that program is open to girls through 6th through 12th grade. Any girl in our council can join in. We try to offer an array of activities that troops then can join in on so they can do fun stuff to whatever their interests are. And through the Girl Scout Cookie program, the girls can raise the funds to attend these events and activities.
Of course, before we run out of time here, Melissa, better go through one more time how folks can get their hands on some Girl Scout cookies if, of course, they don't actually bump into a Girl Scout themselves. A few different ways, online or even, it sounds like, through the cookie hotline.
Yeah, people can call our cookie hotline at 1-800-246-4171, or they can log on to girlscoutcookies.org and type in their zip code and find all of the cookie booths in their area.
And I know I've already got my boxes of Thin Mints ordered up, and I'm awaiting those. And, of course, everybody's got their favorite Girl Scout cookie out there they're going to be waiting for here and putting those orders in. Girl Scout cookie time. It's a great time to help out the Girl Scout troops. Those funds, a lot of them really do stay local here to help out all those different troops. So help out. Order up some boxes of those delicious Girl Scout cookies. Again, my guest today, Melissa Loest with the Girl Scouts of the Northwestern Great Lakes. Thank you so much for joining me this morning, Melissa.
Oh, thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it.
You are welcome. And again, you've been listening to Our Town here on Hometown Radio, 103.7 FM and 1340 WAGN. I'm Ken Connors. I'll see you again next week.